We're going to look at how a teacher can set up a conference in their Schoology course and how they can interact with students using it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Schoology course. And so I want to do a conference in this class. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to conferences. And you can see right now I don't have one set up. So I'm going to create a new conference. And you can name it whatever. I am just going to name it today's date. And so if I want to say, hey, it's going to start this time, I can put it for auto, but I'm going to just open it when I'm ready. And so now the conference is set up. So then when I'm ready to start the conference, all I'm going to do is click the Start Conference button. And so it's going to ask if I want to only listen or if I want to use my microphone. Well, since I'm going to be the one presenting, I probably should turn my microphone on. And so you need to give it access to your microphone. And it's going to do this echo test. And so I'm going to mute my microphone right now just because me trying to record this video and think I'm doing a conference at the same time might be just a little too much. So you can see that right here they give you this default screen. If I wanted the students to see me, I could turn my webcam on. And I am also able to upload things in here. I can show my screen. Now, one thing that we've learned right now is that sometimes we're having trouble with students being able to turn their webcams on, and that seems to be an issue that Schoology is working on. But you can at least turn your webcam on and they can see you. See, I have 2 students who've joined in, and so they are able to watch and hear and see what's going on. There is a chat feature. And so you can actually see at the bottom, you can see who is typing the response. So this way, they all don't need to have their microphones turned on. They can answer questions this way. One of the things you need to remember is when the students are joining, if you want them to be able to verbally answer you and be able to talk to their classmates, they need to turn their microphone on as well. So if I want Elmer to answer a question, just like we have our microphone right here, he will have the same, and so he would do that. And he could talk to his classmates. If I want to show the students something, I can come to this plus sign, and let's say I have a handout or something I want them to look at. I can upload a presentation, and it's almost like doing an attachment for an email. So people have to go look for where that file is. Anything that shows up as a grayed out feature means it's something I can't add. So I can't add these screen recordings that I've done. But you can see that these things that are white I can upload to the class. So if I wanted to talk about this and upload, and you're seeing it's taking a minute, it goes a little bit longer of a file. So you can see here they have this presentation. They have it on their screen as well. And so I can be talking about cell division apparently. Now there is some limitations. If I go to zoom in on this, it kind of gets a little ugly. If I can move it around a little bit to see better. If I really want them to see it well and make it large, you can see right here, I can make the full screen like this, and then I can talk about this. You'll see here on the side I have some tools. So I have a hand right now, but if I click on the hand, you can see I have a pencil, I have typing, I can do some shapes, so I can come in here and add some information. But the problem is that I don't see this chat going on. So if a kid has a question about what we're talking about, I don't see them. So I'm going to leave this. So we'll click that little arrow again. And I need to turn that pen off, otherwise I'm going to keep writing on top of stuff. This one will make it really wide, so that also can help. And then I just have to click and hold and drag up. So you just have to kind of pick what works for you. And if you remember, this was a 3-page document, so you can see this is slide 1. So if I want to go to the second page, and there's this changing just as I'm doing this as well. So if I have a YouTube video that I would like for the students to watch, so what I can do is I can go to this blue plus sign and share external tool. And so I'm going to go to this tab. And so this is the Cincinnati Zoo, and they've been doing some different things with sharing facts and things about the animals and letting the kids see the animals in the zoo, kind of like a virtual zoo trip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that link, so Command C, and we'll come here and do Command and V and add the link. So then the students can watch. We can pause it, have a discussion about what they see. You'll see that right now, just because of restraints of me doing a screencast of a conference, I'm not recording this, but if I had kids who weren't in the conference with me, I could be recording this so they can see what it is that we were viewing. They can go back and watch that video later, and so that's another way we can give them some materials and things for them to look at. So if for some reason you want the students to see your whole computer screen, you want them to see your desktop, you want to go into, let's say, Word and actually be typing or something like that, you wanted them to see a website you wanted them to go to and how to explore it, all you would do is come down here to the bottom and do share your screen, and then you would do this right here where I'm doing a webcast inside of a conference. It gets really mad, so it's not going to let it happen, but then all you would do is share, and then the students would actually see on their device your computer screen. The thing you might want to do is, let's say you told the kids to go out and find photos of things in their neighborhood, signs of spring has sprung, or places they have gone to, or whatever it is you have them kind of do a picture scavenger hunt, or you've had them create something on their device and you want them to share with others. I actually can go over here to the student and I can make them the presenter, and I can say, hey Elmer, you now have control. So now they are the one who's doing the presenting. And Elmer is now the presenter. So on his iPad, he's going to go to that plus sign. He's going to upload a presentation. So he's going to go right here and he's going to do browse. And so you can they take a photo. They can go to their photo library. And a lot of the apps that our students use actually saves to their photo library. So that's great. Or they can browse. And so this is going to open up some Word documents, some things like that. So I'm going to hit cancel, because I'm going to go to my photo library and upload this photo. Tap upload. And now Elmer has to control the screen, and he's talking about his trip to Washington last year and the different things he saw. And then when Elmer's finished talking about and telling about his trip to Washington, I can come down here to actions and I can take over and be in charge now. So now you can see I now have control of the screen. Another thing is, like, even though you tell them to mute their mic and they forget, I can come over here to this little gray gear and I can mute everybody.
You are now muted.
So now no one is able to talk. Or if I want to do just, I could have had the option to just mute them and not me. The other thing we can have them do is they can, on their side, show us how they're doing. So let's say you ask a question and you want like a thumbs up, so they can do their status and they can do thumbs up. Elmer is also a thumbs up. Okay, so Mickey didn't understand what we're talking about, so maybe I need to re-explain something to help them a little bit better. And then after we're done with the thumbs up and thumbs down, all I'm going to do is come up here and clear everybody's status. So I hope this helps a little bit with understanding what you can do with conferences with your students.